Hi my friends, welcome to latest Royal Insider channel. Today I talk about the Queen has apparently banned Meghan Markle from borrowing her royal jewels. Hope you like this. It's said former actress Meghan Markle quickly earned a reputation when she married into the British royal family. However, it's rumored that her behavior hasn't sat well with other family members. Her conduct may have even created a rift between Princes William and Harry. Now, an anonymous source has told The Sun that the Queen has taken a drastic step in order to maintain hierarchy. The royal family is, of course, built on rank, tradition and protocol. It's perhaps not surprising, then, that the Queen would make such a choice. She follows rules to the letter. For a start, whenever she enters or leaves a room, everyone is expected to stand up. It may sound archaic, but that's what life as a royal is like. But that's not all. There are lots of rules laid down by the Queen and those monarchs who came before her. For example, not only do marriages require her approval, reportedly the wedding dress has needed it in the past too. The Queen must also be the first person informed of the delivery of a new royal baby. Needless to say, the prospect of all these rules sounds daunting, and perhaps Meghan started to feel that way after marrying Prince Harry. In November 2018, an alleged royal source told The Sun, Meghan can be difficult. She has very high standards and is used to working in a Hollywood environment. Plus, a rift between Meghan Markle and her sister-in-law Kate Middleton is believed to have arisen in the run-up to the former's marriage to Prince Harry in May 2018. Kate's young daughter Charlotte had attended a wedding outfit fitting which apparently became so fraught that the mom left in tears. According to a source within the palace, Meghan became so frustrated over Charlotte's dress fitting that Kate started crying. However, the source pointed out that the latter had given birth a mere 3 weeks prior, and any mother will know what a stressful period that can be. Meghan herself then became pregnant not long after the wedding. In October 2018, just before Harry and Meghan embarked on a tour of Australia, New Zealand, Tonga, and Fiji, Kensington Palace announced that the Duchess was expecting a baby. The rest of the royals, the statement read, were delighted. Of course, the news of Meghan's pregnancy was wonderful news for the family. But then there came the rumors that Prince William and Harry, who had always seemed so close, had fallen out. According to a person who spoke to Vanity Fair in November 2018, Kate and Meghan are very different people and they don't have a lot in common, but they have made an effort to get along. Any issues are between the brothers. This may have been saddening news to many people considering everything William and Harry had been through together. In 1997, when they were 15 and 12 years old respectively, the young princes had lost their mother, Princess Diana. They walked behind her coffin as the funeral took place, and the event was watched by millions. According to the person who spoke to Vanity Fair, the relationship Harry had with Meghan had changed things between the brothers, and the former was moving away. They said, 2 years ago the idea of Harry leaving Kensington Palace was unthinkable, but a lot has changed. He wants to be his own person, not in William's shadow. And in December 2018, an palace insider spoke to The Sun once again. They claimed Kate and Meghan had fought after the latter was rude to royal staffers. However, the source also said, it's a tricky situation, but it was a one-off, and they are determined to maintain a positive relationship, even though they are obviously very different in their approach. However, in April 2019 another twist in the tale came up, and it had to do with royal jewels. Needless to say, the royal family owns many important and incredibly expensive pieces of jewelry. Some of them once belonged to the late Princess Diana, and she specifically left them for the future wives of her sons. Kate's engagement ring actually once belonged to Princess Diana. After her sudden death, William and Harry were told they could pick out pieces from their mother's collection. Harry initially picked the ring, while William had Diana's watch. But eventually they switched, so William got the ring, and then he gave it to Kate. Meghan's engagement ring also contains a memory of Diana. The central diamond within it is an ethically sourced gem from Botswana, the country where Meghan and Harry took their first holiday together. However, the two jewels alongside it are both ones from Diana's collection, taken from a brooch. And Kate seems to have been given access to a lot of Diana's jewelry pieces. She's been seen more than once wearing the magnificent diamond and pearl-encrusted lover's knot tiara. Diana also wore this famous heirloom fairly frequently, although it was said to be so heavy that it gave her a headache. A pair of earrings, made by Collingwood Jewelers, match the lover's knot tiara. Diana wore these frequently, and now Kate does too. She sported them at a state banquet in 2017, at the Passchendaele centenary commemorations the same year, and at a palace garden party in 2019. They seem to be a favorite of hers, in fact. Kate also borrows jewelry directly from the Queen herself. To give just one example, she is often seen wearing a brooch shaped like a fern, but it doesn't actually belong to her. The Queen was given it as a gift while touring New Zealand in 1953, but lends it to Kate when the occasion calls for it. And Kate's wedding tiara was also a borrowed piece. On the day of the young woman's marriage to Prince William, the Queen lent the bride an item called the Cartier Halo tiara. It was made of nearly 900 diamonds and matched Kate's wedding dress perfectly. The Cartier Halo tiara also has personal significance to the monarch. Queen Elizabeth was given it as a birthday present from her parents when she turned 18. Originally her father, the future King George VI, had the tiara created as a gift for his wife, Elizabeth's mother, the then Duchess of York. The Queen has lent out other valuable jewels too, and not just to Kate. Her famous Bahrain earrings, given to her by the ruler of the Middle East nation as a wedding present, have been lent to Diana, Kate, and Sophie, Countess of Wessex. And for the wedding day of Princess Eugenie, the Queen lent her the beautiful Greville tiara. Considering the significance and value of these jewels, perhaps it's not surprising that there's allegedly sometimes royal drama about them. And according to the Sun's source, recently there was a big falling out over who received which piece. The story first appeared in November 2018, and it involved Meghan, Kate, and the Queen herself. It's claimed that Meghan's heart was set on a tiara embellished with emeralds for her wedding day. However, the piece she wanted was allegedly off-limits, and instead the bride-to-be was offered an alternative. The incident is understood to have pushed Prince Harry to reportedly insist what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. Reportedly, however, the Queen wouldn't let Meghan use the jewels. According to a person the Sun called a well-placed royal insider, Prince Harry hit the roof after hearing the news. They claimed there was a very heated exchange that prompted the Queen to speak to Harry. She said, "Meghan cannot have whatever she wants. She gets what tiara she's given by me." Now it appears the Queen has restricted Meghan's access to the royal jewels, some of which is recognizable from once adorning Prince Harry's mom, Princess Diana. The Sun reported this story in April 2019, with its source saying, "It is at the discretion of the Queen and trusted advisors which items in the royal collection she chooses to loan out and to whom." The source went on to say, aspects of Meghan's behavior, including before the royal wedding, caused resentment with forces within Buckingham Palace. To be perfectly honest, the Queen herself was not impressed with some of Meghan's demands, especially as a new member of the family. The source said, as a result, Buckingham Palace has decided that not all items from the Queen's royal collection will be opened up to Meghan. They continued, the Queen informed Prince William that the items from the royal collection worn by Princess Diana would not immediately be made available to Meghan. Adding to tensions among the family, particularly between Princes William and Harry, is that Kate has access to the jewels. As the wife of the second in line to the throne, Kate is afforded a higher status in the family than Meghan. And if, as expected, William becomes king, Kate will gain the title of Queen Consort. The royal insider said that part of the alleged feud was a matter of rank. They told The Sun, "The Queen likes Meghan personally, but this is about the hierarchy. She is showing that maintaining the correct order and precedence within the family is important. Even if Meghan is the most popular woman in the world, she is of a lower rank than Kate." Nevertheless, the Queen does indeed seem to like Meghan as a person. Reportedly, the two bonded over their shared love of dogs. And in 2017, before the wedding, the Queen broke royal protocol so that Meghan could attend Christmas with the royal family. However, there was another interesting tidbit dropped by The Sun in 2018. Their anonymous source alleged that, in the midst of the heated exchange over the wedding tiara, the Queen also questioned why Meghan needed a veil for the wedding, given it was to be her second marriage. Before the royal wedding, much was made of the fact that Meghan had been divorced before starting a relationship with Prince Harry. Back in 2011 she'd married producer Trevor Engelson, yet by 2013 she had divorced him. But the Church of England, which the Queen is head of, preaches against divorce. The Queen has faced difficult decisions when it comes to her own family members too. She didn't attend the civil marriage ceremony of her own son, Prince Charles, because of her adherence to her religion. According to The Telegraph, she had told a friend beforehand that she felt her role as ruler outweighed her role as mother in that instance. Yet the Queen did attend Meghan and Harry's wedding, and it went off without a hitch in the end. Meghan wore a white Claire Waite Keller dress, and she did indeed have a veil, a 5-meter-long one to be exact. And the tiara upon her head was a beautiful one, even if it maybe wasn't her first choice. There's been some discussion in the media about who, if anyone, was actually to blame for the alleged tiara crisis. In March 2019, Yahoo! News interviewed royalty expert Robert Jobson for its Royal Box series. He opined that, while he figured the story was probably true, it might not have been Meghan's fault. Jobson said, "I don't think Meghan was being difficult when she was picking out a tiara. I think Harry was probably being overly defensive and overly protective." He did suspect something had happened between Meghan and Kate though, saying, "Whether or not there were reports Kate cried, I don't know if that's true or not, but there's clearly been some confrontation." And come March 2019, Vanity Fair's royal correspondent Katie Nicholl spoke to Royal Box Friday. According to her, there had been another confrontation between Meghan and the Queen before the royal wedding. But this time, it had involved the food options the former had wanted for her guests. Katie claimed that Meghan, who follows a mostly vegan diet, had asked for a macrobiotic alternative to the wedding meal. She claimed Meghan got very upset when she felt that she could taste egg in a dish when she was told there was no egg in there, and she said, "No, I can taste it. I can taste there's egg in this dish." As a result of the food mishap, it seemed things became tense. The royal expert went on, "I think there was a bit of an upset when suddenly the Queen walked in because of course, this was Windsor Castle, this is her home. And she just quietly took Meghan to the side and said, 'Meghan, in this family, we don't speak to people like that.'" The bits and pieces which have come from palace sources don't sound overly promising for Meghan's popularity in the royal family. However, the tide seems to be turning a bit according to more recent stories. In October 2019, an insider told Us Weekly that the Queen was really impressed at Meghan's conduct during her tour of Africa. The source claimed that Queen Elizabeth was pleased with how Meghan's upped her game. And as for the relationship between the younger generation of royals, reportedly William, Kate, Meghan, and Harry will be attending Remembrance Day together in 2019. So royal fans may see Meghan in the Lover's Knot tiara yet. What do you think about this video? Please comment below this video. Thanks.